Good evening everyone. Again, I'm Daniela from Cycle House. And ayun po, to all viewers nationwide, sa mga nanood po ngayon actually you will have a chance to win ng mga cool prizes like this one, mga water bottle. And ano po ba yung gagawin natin? Paano po ba natin siya makukuha? Mag-tune in lang, then answer my questions in between. And then mamimili po ako ng mga pinakamagandang comments. And then again, wag na po nating patagalin. Please welcome our franchise owner from Kawit Cavite, Miss Almi.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me today.
Medyo nag-slow down, Miss Almi.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Hello, ayun.
Hello.
Good evening, Miss Almi. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, and thank you for having me on the webinar tonight. So I am very honored to be here.
Thank you po, opo. Okay po. So, Almi, again, before we start, I would like to know what is your experience during Typhoon Paeng?
Oh my gosh, it was a very eventful for me and my mother in law, who is here with me today. It was our first typhoon in this capacity. And unfortunately, we made it out safe. Our home here in Emus is fine. But unfortunately, our shop in Kawit was slightly affected by the flooding. And despite all of that, no one was hurt. And we keep going. We keep moving on.
Yes. Yun po, very thankful at safe tayo. Safe din ang ating mga mga
Yeah.
staff. So, ayun. Miss Almi, can you give us your background so our viewers will get to know you?
Sure, sure. So, a little bit about myself. I was actually born in Kawit Cavite, but I did move. My family, we did migrate to the United States when I was 2 years old. And so I spent a majority of my life in the States. As you see here, I am married to Terrence Shelton, who's also a co-owner of Cycle House, and a lot of our background, related to Cycle House and what um, uh, really got us interested in the franchise was, I think I'm having some connection
Yes, I think medyo
interruptions.
nagkaroon po kayo ng yes po.
Am I coming through okay?
Hello, Miss Almi. Yeah, mas
Yes.
better na po.
Okay. And like I was saying, the my husband and I, my family, we are currently splitting our time between living here in the Philippines and in the States, specifically San Diego, California, and then also Seattle, Washington. And we do come from a lot of biking backgrounds. Both my husband and I, in the past, have been on bike teams and have raced both road bikes, mountain bikes, and cyclocross. And so, and that was one of the things that we were looking for coming here to the Philippines was what can we do to be more involved in the biking community, and the opportunity to buy into the franchise came about. So it was something we couldn't pass up. I think the
Natingin po
video
ng
might it might be glitching.
Medyo po nagkakaroon po talaga ng ano po ng interrupting in your connection po.
Can you hear me now?
Okay na po. Yes po.
Hold on one second. Okay, is the audio coming in better now?
Yes, mas okay na po siya.
Okay. Okay, and where did we leave off? I'm not sure where I cut off or if I should
About
start all over.
I think yung umuwi po kayo ng Pilipinas to have your own business.
Oh,
Experience
yes.
po.
Yeah. So when we decided to migrate and move back here to the Philippines, one of the things that like I mentioned before, I'm not sure where exactly I got cut off, but we wanted to do something that involved biking and how we can be a
Mhm.
part of that community here. And like I said, the opportunity to buy into the Cycle House franchise, it did come up in the most opportune time and we took advantage of it. So here we are today.
Yes. So, how about your children's po? Saan po ba sila nag-school and how many children do you
Yes.
have?
Yeah, so I have two kids. The one on the right, the little one, that is Taryn. He's
Mhm.
15 years old, and he's currently in the ninth grade, attending the International British School here in
Uh,
Emus. And my daughter, she is 21 and she is taking some time off from college. Right now, she is training with the Philippine women's national soccer team, and
mhm.
they're
That's nice.
currently in the process of getting ready and prepped for the Women's World Cup in 2023 next year in Australia. So this is a very big opportunity for the Philippines to make a name for themselves in the soccer world, and really proud of where this group of young women, the journey that they've gone through to get to where they're at today. So both my kids are, like I said, they're thriving, and they are really enjoying their lives here in the Philippines, and being
Mhm.
able to travel and get to know our culture and our families that are here.
Yes, and napakaganda pong marinig 'no. Nakaka-proud din po yung isa sa mga anak ni Miss Almi na, nagpe-play nga po at dinadala niya po yung, Pilipinas about sa soccer. So, anyway, before po tayo mag-continue, for those who are watching, ito po yung mga questions ko. I mean, ito yung questions ko. What makes you, motivated to work? Ano po ba yun? Again, kindly chat in our chat box, then babasahin ko and then mamimili po ako do. So, let's proceed, Miss Almi. So, ayun, um, anyways po, how did you start in Cycle House? And actually, why did you choose a Cycle House with the other businesses?
Sure, and that's a good question, and I get asked that all the time, not just by you, but a lot of our friends and family
Mm-hmm.
who find out about our business here. And so it was actually, we moved here in 2019, and with that, we were both in positions where we were doing a lot of was running my own consulting business, and just really took a break from corporate life. And moving here, it was, the plan was to just really relax and enjoy life and
Mm-hmm.
travel. And as we all know, 2020 was a big, eventful year for everybody. I think 2020 did start off with the Taal volcano. So that
Mm-hmm.
was a big event. And then soon after that, the pandemic, the COVID, uh, came about.
Nag-strive po talaga lahat.
Yes. And so, without really realizing the extent of, the impact of the pandemic, Terrence and I had, like I said, we wanted to be a part of the cycling community here. And we did in our local area. We did find and stumble across a few bike shops, and we did a little bit of research online and found a couple. And again, in just our research and talking with other franchise owners, Cycle House did stand out as something that is within our, in alignment with what we want to do as a business and how we want to be a part of the community that we live in. And I did have the opportunity to join one of the webinars that had introduced the franchise and a little bit about the what you guys stand for. And what we did take away from that is a business that is really in place to empower folks in communities to be able to afford bikes, and to be able to afford the parts and the accessories, and making the idea of cycling accessible to all. And so we talked about it a little bit more, and what better way to be a part of our community, rather is to open up a bike shop and to serve this community that we live in. And so it really has been a very eventful 2 years, right? So it's like we started the business, and going into it,
Yes.
you know a couple things that we had talked about, and we jokingly talked about, was like, was this the right decision? Because we're in the middle of a pandemic. Things were
Mhm.
getting shut down. There were
Pandemic.
like limitations of when you can go out. And we're thinking, how are we
Mga
going to
tao,
do this?
yes po.
But we got through it, with the great support of the Cycle House team. They enabled us to really get the place up and running and on time for our grand opening, like you see here in the picture. And so it has been, like I said, the last 2 years has been super eventful, getting through the pandemic, getting through like slow time, um, due to the economies, right? And then, as of recently, recent events with the typhoon. But like I said,
Yes.
because of the support of not just Cycle House, but also the team that I have in place running the shop, they really did come together, and we did power through all the cleaning. We were able to salvage, a lot of our inventory, and really putting the shop back in order. And so it's been, like I said, it's been super eventful and fulfilling, just to be a part of this community and to be a fixture in Kawit.
So ang dami po pala nangyari 'no? From
Yeah.
2020, from, up to now, yun nga po ang daming nangyari. Pero at least yun nga po yung ano natin, bukod po nga sa nabanggit ninyo na, yung gusto niyong maging business is naka-inline sa inyong, sa inyong hobbies, 'di ba? So maganda rin po kasi sa negosyo po natin ngayon, mas lalo pong gumaganda yung biking industry. Lalo pa po yung mga nagmomotor diyan, nagba-bike, yun nga po, mayroon na po tayong mga program diyan na with the support ng government, like lalo na yung mga bike lanes po dito, lalo sa Quezon City, makikita po natin dyan. So magandang mag-business, and yun nga po, like nabanggit na ni Miss Almi, affordable yung mga bikes po natin pagdating kay Cycle House. So I think Miss Almi, ano po ba yung ano po natin, yung mga products or what products do you have and promotions also in your store in Kawit po?
Sure. And so we do have a wide range of bicycles for all types of users. We have mountain bikes, we have road bikes, we have kiddie bikes, and bikes that can be used for commuting to and from work. Commuting for groceries and your day to day tasks. And then also leisurely, so we have bikes that is a good fit for your needs. We also have all the accessories, helmets, complete parts. So if you're looking to upgrade your existing bike, do come by our shop because our mechanic Alan, he is super knowledgeable and experienced working not just on the bikes that we sell, but also bikes outside of the store that people
Mhm.
do bring in for service. One thing that we have started doing and offering, and it's been keeping our team pretty busy, is offering bike washes. And so it's our
Mhm.
very own bike spa is what we call it as
Wow.
options. So if you are wanting
Mhm.
to get your bike tuned up and also bright and shiny again, bring it over because our shop is equipped to make your bike looking brand new again. And like I said, we have all parts and services. And what's great is that if you do buy, any accessories or parts from our shop, we will install and get it all taken care of for you, so that you can leave the shop knowing things are installed properly. We do test things out with our 14-point check. And again, it's
Yes.
all, we also want to make sure, safety is first and that you are leaving with a bike that is working properly and the way it should be.
So, yun po, tama po, no? Siyempre, ang mahalaga din po talaga before po yung mga customers natin is safe sila sa pagbibiyahe, no? So, kailangan talaga ma-14 point check or ma-check muna ang kanilang mga bikes para at least alam nila kung ano po muna din talaga yung bibili nila, kung ano po ba yung sira sa kanilang mga bisikleta. So, ayun, for those who want to na bumisita sa Kawit Cavite po with the Miss Almi. So ayun po, meron po silang mga bike wash, meron po silang mga bike wax, like may mga other promos pa po sila Miss Almi diyan. And yun nga po nabanggit niya rin kanina, may mga bike selection din po sila pati pag-upgrade.
Yeah.
So ayun Miss Almi, can you introduce
Yeah, and then
yourself to our
also one
customers po
thing
dyan?
I wanted to also mention is that because the holidays are right around the corner, all our bikes are on sale. So as part of the upcoming holidays, so if you are looking to purchase a bike or getting a bike as a gift for your kids and
Christmas,
or
yes.
family members, definitely come by, speak to one of our team members, and they are more than happy to show you our inventory, our bike showroom, and offer you our and talk a little bit more about the promotions we have in store.
Yes. So, ayun po. So, punta na po kayo sa store nila Miss Almi sa Kawit Cavite po. And so, Miss Almi, can you introduce your staff po so our customers para yung mga customers po natin, makilala po sila agad dyan?
Yes. So I have it is a team of three. I do have Eunice. She is our store manager. Alden is our cashier and also he also runs the store when Eunice is out, and then of course Alan, our mechanic. And what makes this team unique is that they are all avid cyclists. I know
Mm-hmm.
they do commute to and from work on their bikes, and they do spend a lot of their off time riding bikes and exploring, our beautiful country on their bikes. Um, yeah.
So ayun, ang ganda ng ano ng mga team members mo, Miss Almi, dahil naka-inline din sila sa pagbabike. So yun nga po,
Wow.
maganda rin kasi na yun, inline na sa business, inline na sa work, at the same time, alam po nila or nag-enjoy sila sa mga ginagawa po nila. So, ayan, for our
Yeah.
customers dyan sa Kawit Cavite po, sila po yung makikita po natin. Like, kanina na nga po, nabanggit ni Miss Al, si Miss Eunice, the store manager, and Sir Miss Alden, isa po siya sa mga cashier, and si Sir Allen, isa sa mga mekaniko po ni Miss Almi. So, punta na po kayo dyan. So, lalo pa malapit na yung Pasko. I'm sure marami naghahanap ng pwedeng pangregalo. So, marami po kayong mapipili dyan sa store ni Miss Almi sa Kawit Cavite po. So, ayun po. Miss Almi, I would like to know po, what makes you motivated to serve our customers?
What motivates me is exactly the photos that are reflected here.
Okay.
It's we've been up and running since August of 2020, and it has taken us some time. And from the very beginning, talking with other franchise owners, they always say, "Oh yeah, it just really takes time to really build up the your presence in your area." And when the team sends me photos of our shop and the amount of customers that come by, it is pretty humbling, to be able to set up shop in a place where I this is my birthplace, and to be able to come back, open a shop,
Mm-hmm.
and really become a part of the cycling community. And it has taken us a couple years to really build our, the authority around understanding bikes,
Mm-hmm.
understanding, what people want, what people need, and then also being able to see repeat customers. And
Mm-hmm.
these are customers that come back to the shop. And I do credit it to our team members. Alan, our mechanic, he is part of a race team, a bicycling a cycle race team, and so he's been able to get the word out about the shop among his fellow riders. And Eunice as well, she has a ton of cycling buddies that have now become advocates for the store, and who have frequently bring who will bring their friends and their family to the shop. And just the overall service that our mechanic provides. And I see it in our messages that we get, our Facebook comments of just happy customers, and like I said, the customers that we have, new and returning, really make it worthwhile.
So, ayun po 'no, super masaya ako sa mga narinig ko kay Miss Almay. So, yun nga po 'no, masaya din talaga tayo na binabalik-balikan tayo ng mga customers natin at magkaroon pa tayo ng mga bagong customers. So ayun, anyway, so Miss Almy, please invite our viewers and also the customers here in Kawit, Cavite para po bumisita sa inyong stores. Miss Almy?
Jenny? Yes. I didn't
Ayun.
catch that last part.
Okay, so I mean, actually, I would like to invite your customers or our viewers na malapit po sa Kawit, Cavite na mag-stop by sa inyong stores po.
Yes, yes, please do. We are open 7 days a week. We are open bright and early at 8 a.m. All the way until 5 p.m. And that is to serve those that, are on their morning commutes and need a, quick tune up. And then, of course, being able to
Mhm.
service and help those who are getting off of work. So we do have, like I said, we are open 7 days a week, and with long store hours.
So ayun, for those customers na malapit po dyan or dumadaan sa Kawit Cavite, so pwede po tayong pumunta dyan, mamili tayo ng mga products and mga, yun nga po, mga offerings po ni Miss Almi, like yun nga, nagustuhan ko na yung bike wash and bike wax. So yun po, like sinabi niya kanina, open po sila 7 days a week. So syempre, mayroon din talaga silang mga other offerings pa for this coming December, for this coming holiday. So before we end, Miss Almi, what did you learn about, from having a businesses po? And ano po yung ma-advise po natin sa mga gustong magkaroon din ng kanilang business?
So, my advice would be to have a thought out plan in place. And level set your expectations, right? And just really understand, especially if you are interested in opening up and buying into the Cycle House franchise. My advice is to really take your time in understanding the business, and like I said, having a thought out plan when it comes to marketing, especially early on in the business. And there are going to be times where it is tough and you do experience the slowness of business, but to persevere and to continue on, because it does eventually work out at the end. And to also have a good team behind you, right? A team that's also committed and in alignment with your same values and your vision of the business, because that's going to really help drive business, that's going to really help grow the business, because your team, the team that you have in place, and I can say this and I speak for my team here in Kawit, is that they come to work every single day committed and really in it to make sure we are giving our customers. Is my video okay? It keeps glitching. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Medyo okay naman. Medyo okay po siya, Miss Almi. Yes, yes
Yeah,
po.
so what I was saying was, my team shows up every day, and they serve every single
Mhm.
customer, evenly, right? Whether they're coming in to look at a budget bike, our medium range bikes, or even our high end bikes, they treat everybody equal and as a valued customer. And so I think that's what helps drive a lot of the repeat business. And so with that, just really, taking the time to build your team, and like I said, making sure they do have the same values as you, and they understand and are on the same page with the level of success that you want to drive.
So ayun, actually, thank you so much, Miss Almi. So actually, ang dami kong natutunan sa inyo. Nagti-take note ako kasi, yun nga po, like mga nabanggit niyo. So ayun, I hope ma-motivate din po yung mga iba dyan na mas lumalim pa yung pananaw nila sa pagbi-business. Like yung ano, sinabi ni Miss Almi, dapat alam mo kung ano yung papasukin mong business, at the same time, mahal mo to. Yung passion mo sa business, di ba, dapat nandoon. And of course, yung team mo dapat inaalagaan mo, hindi lang puro tayo kita ng kita. Kailangan talagang alagaan natin yung mga staff natin. And of course, yung at iba yung mga customers po natin para maramdaman po nila at babalik at babalik sila sa ating sa ating stores. Yun nga po ang first priority po natin is customers. So I'm so thankful Miss Almi sa mga lessons na inyong na share sa amin ngayong gabi. So ayun po, sa winners po, may nag-comment ba? Hindi ko siya masyadong ma-view. So, mamimili po ako dyan mamaya and kukontakin lang po tayo ng, kukontakin po namin kayo sa mga nanalo. So, ayun po. Once again, thank you so much, Miss Almi, and hope to see you again. And, ayun po, wag po tayong mawawala. Every week po, meron po kaming webinar kung saan marami po tayong matutunan. Yun po, every Wednesday po yan, Friday and Wednesday and Friday, 6 p.m. And so, have a good weekend, guys. And thank you so much po and God bless. Thank you so much, Miss Almi.
Thank you for having me. Have a great night.
Thank you po. Bye-bye.
Bye.